أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I welcome you all in today's online session. Hope you all are fine and having well. We start today's session with the verses of Holy Quran. Is my voice clear and screen share as well with you guys? Can anybody confirm me?
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
Walaikum salam. Bashir,
जी
is
सर
my,
क्लियर।
is my voice clear and screen share as well with you?
यस सर।
Thank you very much. Okay, after the words of Holy Quran, we start today's session to study the behavior of transmission line in case of ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive load. Okay, thing is that the scenario about ohmic inductive means the combination of resistive and inductive load we call ohmic inductive load, and the combination of resistance with capacitive effect we call it ohmic capacitive load, which means in ohmic inductive means resistance plus inductance, and ohmic capacitive means resistance plus capacitor. So both the combination connect in a transmission end. We called it a load, and the purpose to connect the specific kind of these two load is to measure the kind of parameters and scenarios which produce in the load end of transmission line and the consequences, effects, losses, and the effect on transmission lines, losses, voltage regulation, and skin effect, and all the kind of parameters we further will discuss and analyze after connecting these the combination of ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive load at the end of transmission lines load side. So coming toward the objective to study the impact of ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive load on transmission line quantities. So further, the theoretical aspect of lab is the power losses and voltage drops of the transmission line are defined under load when the root mean square values of the electric quantities are measured at both the starting and destination ends. Destination stations mean the starting part of the transmission line is your starting end, and sending end you can say of the transmission line, and the other side, another end of transmission line, we called it a destination end, receiving end. So the starting part of transmission line we called it a sending end side, and the other side of transmission line we called it a receiving end side of a power transmission line. The simulator will refer to lines with symmetrical conductors and balance load. This statement enables the imagine the electric diagram shown in the figure. So in this diagram, the parameters which are shown here, we need to discuss that at the starting end of transmission line, there are three conductors which are red, yellow, and blue, and we can say conductor name as 1, 2, 3, and L1, L2, and L3. Another part of representation tagging of conductors which flows by a current I1, I2, and I3. Meanwhile, the potential in between these two conductors are potential is represented by U instead of V. So this is another term to represent a potential between the two ends of terminal potential difference, that conductor 1 and conductor 3, in between the potential we called a U31, and the potential in between 1 and 2 is U12. Similarly, in between the conductor potential we called a U23. This is the potential in between produce the conductors. Same scenario is that the reference of line in between both the three ends of transmission line, in between side imaginary, you can say the reference point O, which is in between both the three conductors, which is we called it a O or zero, you can say. So the potential in between the reference point, we also can set it a U10. So further, this one we called a sending end side of power transmission line. Further, it starts with these three ends and ends at in these three terminals of ends. Same at scenario that the end another side of receiving end of transmission line, the 3 point of ending of power transmission line also we can set is the conductor A, B and C, and in between the that potentials we call it a UAB, UBC and UCA. These are the three potentials we called a combination of ends. Now we're talking about the current which is we receive at the another end of power transmission line of the terminals of ABC respectively are the currents we called IA, IB and IC. And the reference point also which is starting from O to receiving end of another side of power transmission is also called it a O. And also the potential which is created in between these terminals are UCA, UAB and UBC. And the reference terminal potential from A to O we called AO. So the current which is flow from in reference potential of point which is also known as the IO equal to 0. Because at reference side we need to assume the current that needs to be O. Further, the load which we imagine on the power transmission line, it is a ohmic inductive load, that is RT. That means the resistance of transmission line and the inductance of transmission line, that is LT. So RT and LT are the ohmic inductive load. So this is the three circuit analysis of power transmission line with the reference potentials, current and reference current and all the entities represented by a power transmission line from sending end to receiving end. Further, it is also represented by a single line diagram with the potential of single line with reference line O. Further, at the starting station, we take a signal of conductor that is 1. So conductor 1 have a potential between one conductor and zero reference we called U10. At the same side, the current which is flow from conductor I is the I1. So it is the starting station which is the conductor nominated by the conductor that is 1, and the receiving and destination station we receive the conductor of entity we called at A. Starting end of the current we called I1, at ending end of the transmission line and we called IA. Similarly, the reference the receiving side reference we get the current at the end potential O, that is I1, and from this side to IA. Similarly, the individual entity of the conductor, ohmic inductive, are represented RT, and that means the resistance of transmission line on a single conductor. And similarly, with the inductance of transmission line that is represented by L of T. And same scenario, that is conductor which is flow current which is flow from the reference is 0, same as the resistance and inductance is also be 0, which is also be same in the above diagram. So the potential at the end side, which is the AO, is UAO. The current which is received at the A side of terminal conductor A, that is IA. So this is all about the equivalent diagram of three-phase line with symmetrical conductors, that is 1 2 3. At the end of destination station is ABC, conductors and balanced load. Now further moving towards the next aspect of circuit arrangements. After the log, after the equivalent diagram of power transmission line from sending to receiving station, make a circuit arrangement on power transmission trainer as shown in the figure. Set the source panel voltage to 220 volt RMS. So the voltage which is we get from the utility is in RMS voltage, that is the root mean square value, that is in 220 volts. Fill the observation table by taking different ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive loads. Remember that loads are all delta connected. All are in delta connected notation. So we need to turn the breaker off. First, we need to done the taking the readings. So before taking the reading, breaker should be off, and after when we note all the kind of observation readings, then breaker of power breaker should be turned off. And during the operation, all the parameters should be connect in the as per the SOPs which defined in procedure. So we further discuss the block diagram of arrangement. Now further how the block diagram provide the information. The 220 volt three phase provide from this side in three lines. Power analyzer further connect with the utility side and then the transmission line. So power analyzer is the kind of meter which provide all the measured values which is in voltage, current, powers, frequency, power factor, and average voltage, average current, phase to phase current, single phase current, and other kind of all the parameters which we need to find at the power analyzer end. Further, we provide the result to the transmission line, which is the power line in short, medium, and long transmission line. Further, if we connect a single line, then it is a short transmission line. By short transmission line with connect some resistance, inductor, capacitor, it will become a medium transmission line. And if we connect both the circuit of single transmission line with each other in series, then it will become a long transmission line. So at long transmission line, I mean power transmission line, at the end side, the power analyzer further connect, which also measured the values which is different from the starting end, because the receiving end of power transmission line values will be changed because of the long length of transmission line. Some kind of losses, length, voltage drop, other kind of things we can also measure in the power analyzer end. Further, at the end side, the delta connected load which provide the result in the delta connected load would be the resistive, capacitive, and inductive kind of load that measure the kind of these values. Okay, this is all about the three line diagram of your connections from utility 220 volt three phase from this end and to delta connected load of resistive, inductive, and capacitive. Meanwhile, why we connect to 20 volt, why we not connect the kV kind of voltage? Because in kVs the voltage level is in enormous kind of voltages, and our instruments, trainers, and equipment are not able to regulate the kind of voltage and cannot be handle this kind of enormous voltage. So for the safety side, we use only 220 volt. It will have variable volt which can also be exceeded till to 450 volts, but for the sake of safety, we need to measure it at 150 to 220 volts. So these are the safety precautions for students as well. So further we moving towards the next aspect, the procedure. Start the exercise considering the transmission line 1 with the following line parameters being set: resistance, capacitance, and inductance. So as regards other parameters, if necessary, remove all the jumpers of line 2 not considered. So in this power line, we only consider line 1, not line 2. Turn the breakers at the origin and at the end of line 1 to off. Connect the major instrument between the left busway and the terminals at the starting of transmission line 1 and between the end terminals of the line 1 and right busway. Connect the jumpers with a set of capacitors to reproduce the capacitance between the active conductors and the ground, that is the CE. Connect all the jumpers and ground the star center of the capacitors. In this case, the only star connection can be carried out because each line conductor generates a capacitance to the ground. Connect the delta connected ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive load with the line by using jumpers. The reference electric diagram, the connections and configuration of the line are respectively shown in below. So by the same symmetry, we need to connect all the connections. Up till now, if any one of you if have any kind of question regarding that session, please feel free to discuss. I will answer the kind of question and I will resolve the kind of queries. If you have the kind of question, please ask. Okay, further moving towards the next aspect of the power transmission line, that the utility further provide the supply in the form of L1, L2, L3 neutral potentially at this PE. So in lab we call it a CE, but it's a PE, potentially earth. Further, the barrack is connected to change the values from 0 to 440. In between the voltage you can set to provide them a supply. Further provide supply to these, you can say a transformer which from primary to secondary step down and then provide to the supply to the transmission line from the generating station. Transformer provide supply to the power transmission line in L1, L2, L3 and these kind of lines. Further, the switch is also connected there and provide supply through the fuse and the line connected switch of resistance, capacitance in parallel, same as series base resistance, inductance also connect out there. These are the parameters which are the primary. sending end side. These are the series and lump parameters which is connected in the transmission line. Afterwards, this end we called it a receiving station of power transmission line, at which the uh, some parameters are resistance, capacitance in single line to ground capacitance and single line to ground resistance. All the parameters also further connected out there. Uh, Afterwards, this end is the receiving end of transmission line. This at the end side, the switch as like a switch of circuit breaker is connected out there, and then the line is further connected to the another end of power analyzer. Sorry, I called it transformer. It's a power analyzer which measures the kind of all parameters at the sending end of power transmission line, and this power analyzer is the receiving end of power transmission line, and another end of line is a load. Further we connect at line L1, L2, L3 and uh, neutral, and these load would be ohmic inductive and ohmic capacitive load, which are we connect in power transmission line in delta connected mode. So further by these values we can fill by the trainers connection, which we later on further fulfill in labs. That ohmic inductive load, the combination we further connect out there in delta notation, and because of these connection of ohmic inductive loads, what are the impact would be great in kind of voltages. There is no kind of change would be formed, but in current it would be changed by changing the ohmic inductive values. Similarly, the power would be changed, reactive power would be changed, receiving ampere would be changed, the real power at the receiving end would be changed, and the reactive power at the receiving end also be changed. Same as in the power factor, that also be changed by the changing of ohmic inductive load, because it is directly impact on the power factor as well. Further, operational mode of detecting the performance with ohmic capacitive load, in which we are connecting the values. Ohmic capacitive loads are the following parameters. Ohmic capacitive loads are we fill out there the combination of resistance plus capacitance. Further, the voltages which we fulfill out there are not changed, because load is directly impact on powers and current, not directly on voltages, because the entity of voltage is directly provided by the utility and it's not impact or vary by the change of loads. So the change of capacitive and ohmic load should be observed by currents in this column. Real power, reactive power at sending end side also impact on the receiving end side of the current, real power and reactive power, as well on power factor as well, which I already told you guys. Further, these are the further MATLAB simulation also be out there. Now coming towards the question answer part of the lab. What is the effect of increasing each type of load on load current? So it is the same and simple question which already asked in previous session as well, and we all know about the question. The answer is simple, that by the increasing of load, the utilization of current can also be increased. Same and vice versa, same scenario. If we reduce the load, the utilizing current would be less. What is the effect of increasing each type of load on voltage drop across the line? What is the effect of increasing each type of load? So if we increase each type of load, voltage drop across the line can also be increased. And the third question is, what is the effect of increasing each type of load on power factor? of the transmission system. So the effect of load, we increase the power factor would be reduced, but in case of inductive load, power factor would be poor, and by increasing the capacitive load, power factor would be leading improved. So this is all about the lab that is we discussed today. So it's your responsibility to further ask these kind of questions, answers by yourself, and fill the report by yourself as well. What you learn in this lab, full fulfill as well by your knowledge as well. And up till now, if anyone of you have any kind of question, query, difficulty, please feel free to discuss. I will answer the kind of question and resolve your queries if you have in your mind. So I will answer the kind of question. Hopefully, all the things are clear in your mind up till now. Uh, and if all the things are being clear and have no kind of question, then we end today's session here. So Allah Hafiz.